come on. You pain in the ass. That should be alright, I think. Let's just have a check. Hello, testing, 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Well, we've got that sorted. Hopefully, as long as this thing isn't making horrible squirky, quirky noises like it has been. Right, still on, playing. Yeah, oh fuck me. How come you're dropping down to fucking that already? Son of a bitch. It's supposed to be a charged battery, those as well. Hopefully with a bit of luck this should be alright. We're on our way to Yate. Yate? Oh, we're on our way to Yate. Let's get you in a relatively decent position. That's near enough. Now I'm going to put this as a home, sort of. Is it home? I don't think I've got anything that's anywhere near, I don't think anyway. Let's have a look, see if we have. I can do that one, I think. Anything else? Can we send it to Merthyr? Yeah. Merthyr's fine. It just gets me out of this area, that's all. There's no big deal. Right, let's stick these on. It's all good fun. I hope. I fucking hope. Right then. You're that way up so we can turn that one on. Right, okay. Finger. Hello. Yes, I know it's going to be like that, I think. Sun's out though. That's not too bad, I suppose. That's that side, I reckon. Let's see this side. Sit you over there for a minute. Just like that. Just like that. Not like that. Just like that. Let's have a look. Not bad. Have a check. I think that'll do. It's not bad, that. Not bad at all. Next. Bit of a tweak, not much more. Yeah. What's that look like? I think that'll do. Happy days. So we can have a drive, shall we? Yeah, go on then. Let's have a drive. Yeah. Right. Take this off because this is in the bloody way, and it is getting warm now. It's getting warm. It's getting really warm. Yeah. Before I do bugger off though, one thing I do need to grab hold of is these, just in case. Just in case I need them. Pop them there for now. Let's just hope that the audio don't die. Give me some puff then. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Well, the exciting bit will be coming out of here. The boring bit will be driving along the M4. I can't help that though. But you never know, we might come across certain individuals that are shit at driving. And I've got to get out of here, so I mean, I might be demonstrating shit driving in a sec. It's a bit of a tight turn out of here, it really is. Right up against the bush. Headboard. So what's that gate? Am I going to get through that? Am I going to get through? Oh. Oh. Just about. Maybe, just maybe, if I'd have gone a little bit further over to the right, it might have been a bit better. So apparently I'm going down here. This is not the way I came. If this is going to be a fucking easier way than what I actually came, I'm not going to be very happy. I am not going to be very happy at all. As a matter of fact, I'll be pissed off. Because when I come that way, it was alright, it was nice. It was a nice little drive, like, you know, it'd be an experience, but whatever. We will soon find out. Ooh. It's a big digger. That's a crane, actually. Yeah. Oh, let's put a bit of a square ton. Don't remember coming this way. We don't. Yeah, it's a little bit fucking tight down that bit. I don't know. I'm a bit comboblified. I have no idea what we got here. If I go, I'll have to stop here, won't I? I can't get in the box. We'll go that way. Well, which way did I come then? I don't remember going down there, so I must have gone straight on. Things are afoot. We've got to be going in the right direction anyway for where I want to go, because it says M4, M5, M32. So at least that's something. I've got a funny feeling I went down there, you know. Sort of like done a big fucking loop, and I could have come this way. It was right there. Fuck. I do believe it is time to update my sat-nav. I really do. My sat-nav is way out of date, I'm afraid. Way out of date. Shame, but hey. Okay. I think this bit was part of the way, but yeah. offer. Oh, thank fuck for that. I didn't see that sign on the way this way. It's alright, there was a 14'9" bridge. But it's that way, thankfully. I do think I came down here though. I do think I come down here. Yes, I did. I don't know, like I say, when I drove down here, I was too busy paying attention to signs more than surrounds and sceneries and so I was like, am I going the right way? Is that the right one? Is that what I'm after? Because the postcode that I put into that came up with the correct address, what I'd got on the paperwork, and I'm like, oh, that's a good start. But for some unknown reason, my sat-nav decided to take me the complete opposite to where the fucking place was. That's never a good sign, is it? This is why I'm thinking to myself, I've got to update my sat-nav. Now, I could pay the money and just upgrade the map system, but believe it or not, to do that will cost about 140 quid, whereas you can buy the whole newish device with the updated maps for life for 250 quid. So, is that really worth it? You know? But that thing there, I mean, it's still a good sat-nav. It still does the job. You know what I mean? I'll see. Oh, I can't afford it anyway yet, so I ain't that bothered. It ain't like I'm going to need it all the time, but it's just, it'd be nice because there's a few roads and places I've been to that have been altered in the last few years, and because I haven't really been anywhere significant, obviously I've not had to use my sat-nav. But when I go to places I've never been to, like the place I've just been, it's like, well, you know, how do I get there? And when your sat-nav's giving you false fucking information, it's not good. It's a good job I was able to turn around down that poxy dead end, you know what I mean? Else I'd have been right stuck. But, I do remember that plumbing place. So, here we go. Basically, I've just done a little bit of a loop from the. I must have. But then that main set of lights I turn right at, I've got to have gone straight down and then gone all the way around and come at it. Oh well, never mind. Some nice houses down here. I like these fancy stone fronted ones. These are really nice, these aren't they? Proper fancy. Yeah. Uh-oh. I mean, some of the places that we go to, I mean, they seem fancy. You know what I mean? I can see your mind's wearing there, thinking, you know, especially if somebody's been down here, lives down here, or knows the area, it's like, fucking fancy. I've done that before, you know. I've drove through, and it does look quite nice and clean and picturesque, and then people go, have you ever lived down there? It fucking ain't. It's nowhere near. Like the houses I live in. A nice big fancy arch bridge, very nice indeed. Nice, isn't it? I like it. having scenery that we can just ingest, take it all in. We're also driving down here pretty much uninterrupted, which is nice. I mean, granted, it does seem to go by a bit quicker, but you know, I have. Always amazes me the way that when the sun comes out and it's a blue sky, it just seems to bring out all the wonderful colours. Don't look so drab and dreary, it just looks really shiny and new. It's nice, I like it. Well, it looks like I'm chucking a bit of a that way, I think. Oh yes, I remember. When I turned down here, I was sort of like thinking to myself, am I going to end up going down somewhere where I don't want to be? But as I turned down here, there was a bunch of Arctics as well, so I'm thinking, well, that's good. That's the road we want. That one. Yes, we want that bugger. The M4. The M4 West. Am I in the right lane? Don't fucking look like it. Gotta be, yeah. Oh, hang on, maybe not. That says 2+ on it. That'll do, I'll have that one. Perfect! Now then. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder what these pair are doing. As I was driving down here this morning, it was early, but I didn't see any kind of sign that says time restriction on the 2+ lane, right? It's 9:30 now, and if you look on this sign here, it says Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 9:30. Well, it's just gone 9:30, so anybody can use that lane now. But I don't know what it says on that one. I've never read it. I'm almost sure there wasn't actually a time restriction on that side. But the only reason why I was thinking of it is because when I was driving down there and not in that lane, there was cars coming past me. I'm like, and I could have swore that I'm like, I'm sure I didn't see a fucking time zone on that one. I'm positive. But hey, whatever. Who am I? I'm just a mere driver. I am nobody special. Trust me, I'm not. Are we on the right track? I'm friggin' hoping so. I hope we are, cause I don't want to get lost. This is all shiny and new, this bit here. Looks like they've done a bit of revamping. Oh, what's that say? Straight on for the M4 532. Okay, I can live with that. I might have to move over. I've got a fucking... No, I'm alright where I am actually. I can stay here for a minute. I think. It's going to throw a fucking wobbly on me in a minute, I can see it coming. No! And I've got video proof that I did not jump the lights. They were on fucking amber. I'm going to stick in this lane because I think this is going to be the better lane to use. I think. Unless that tells me something different. No, this is the one I want. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I've been down this part before and I have got super lost. That was before the days of sat-nav though, that was when having to use A to Z's and shit like that. Fuck me, did I get lost. Oh yes. My geography, by the way, is complete shit, right? For those of you that you don't know, I am crap when it comes to geography. Am I in the right lane or have I been fucking diverted into something different? No, I think I'm in the right lane. I think. Every time I come to these fucking lights, they seem to be changing to fucking amber all the time. What's going on? Oh, green, 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 amber. No. Finally. Okay. Just a little bit of breathing room, dude. That'd be much appreciated. You know, I'm going to get over, so I'm going to hop onto this one here now. There's nothing behind me, so I ain't really causing any assholes. So... Oh, hang on. No. Oh, I'm in the wrong... It said fucking M4 this... I wish they'd make their pissing mind up. It said on that sign 5-4. But the one I want is that way. Oh well. Don't matter. I am definitely going to get a fucking Specsavers. Hey, whatever. M4 this way. So why? See, the M4 is in bracket. M5 is in brackets because that isn't the road that you're actually getting onto. It leads you to that road. So why on earth did that say 5-4? It should have said 4 that way, but in brackets M5 with all the details of where it's fucking going. Same with that way. I just threw a fucking monkey wrench in it for no reason. Bloody stupid that was. Anyway, shall we take in the scenery? Because this is going to be cool. I'm sure of it. Unless I'm too far forward, I don't know yet. I'm either thinking it might be a bit early for the bridge or not. I'm not sure now. I'll sit here for a sec, but I think I've got to go in that lane. I think. Do you know what? I'm going to go in that lane anyway. Why? Because I don't want to go this fucking slow. Come on, people. It says fucking 60. Oh, what now? Why are you doing 45 miles an hour when the sign says 60? Fuck it off. Unless if you wanted to go slow, go and park yourself over that lane somewhere. You fucking idiot. These are the type of people that really do wind drivers up like myself because they're driving slow for no reason. And it's rather annoying. There's no need for it. There really ain't. The Midlands. I don't know the Midlands. Am I missing so much? There's got to be a sign here that says M4. Oh, hang on. That one says M4. Oh, okay. I think we're alright. I think we are perfectly fine. Now I'm going to put my truck on cruise control, so please, Mr. Van Driver, fook it off. This particular vehicle, 55 miles an hour. Yes, far better than the boring 51, 50, 51, 50, you know what I mean? So, well, it's looking like we ain't. Ooh, we're on edge. We might. No. Hang on. See, this is how long it's been since I've actually been venturing out in the old wilderness, and I've got no clue what I'm doing. I'm in the right one, yeah. Sound as a pound and sound. Off we go. Yeah, there you are then. That's it. Done. Something looked rather strange with that bike then, that guy. I didn't... Had he broke down because of a reason? Had he run out of petrol? But for some unknown reason, the bike itself, I don't know whether my eyes are playing up, it just looked a little bit dishevelled. You know what I mean? Sort of... How's he come off it? Hope not. He seemed alright though, didn't he? Yeah. So maybe not then. We are heading towards the Severn Bridge. Severn Bridge. Most people turn and say it's Severn, now it's Severn. It's got to be called Severn, hasn't it? Because if it's Severn, if it was Severn, it'd be S-E-V-E-N, wouldn't it? Severn. But it's not. It's S-E-V-E-R-N. Severn. Am I wrong? Yeah, but it's pronounced Severn. Ah, rubbish. Lazy people call it Severn. You have to be posh when you say pretend you're posh saying 7. It's number 7. 7. I love it. Oh dear. Oh. I think there's something stupid to talk about, don't I? Keep you lot fucking happy. Just be grateful that I'm in the mood, that I'm a happy mood today. It's not. It must be the sunshine that's doing, I think. It's got a chance. Sunshine does tend to bring the nutty out in me. I do like the sunshine. Oh, the ever wandering animals in the road. Yes, that's never a thing, is it? It's like the sign pops up saying, animals in road. Who out there is looking for the animals? Because I know I always do, and I'm like wondering what kind of animal it could be. See, I mean, just saying animals, that could be a multitude of stupid shit, couldn't it? I mean, for all we know, it could be a hyena, an elephant, a giraffe, hippopotamus. I mean, we don't know. All it says is animals. I mean, they obviously assume that we know that it could either be a cow or a sheep, or even possibly a pig or a chicken. I mean, these things happen. We don't know. But to assume that we would instantly think cow, sheep, or even deer, I mean, that's a possibility, deer, yeah. I mean, we have had before, many years ago, which we've got a photograph on the wall down at Bridgend, where a swan landed on the motorway right in front of one of our trucks, and on the M4, because the poor thing thought that the motorway, with the way it had been raining, the sun was reflecting on it, thought it was it was water, but it wasn't. So yeah, that was a bit of a fuck up. Hey ho, no harm, no foul. But what kind of animal could it be? And then the next thing you'll end up is going end. So the animal obviously must have done one. You know what I mean? It's like, well, but how do they know? I mean, this is the thing that amazes me, is when you come to its end, right? That means obviously there's no more animal, but you haven't seen one in that stretch of road. It's like, well, how the fuck do they know? Have they got cameras here? Have they? Is it? I mean, where they're seeing it from? I just don't get it. That can really fuddle with your noodle, that one, can it? I'll tell you what. See? Severe. I ain't making this shit up, you know. Some of it I do, but not all of it. You have to pick the fiction from the truth. How are? As a matter of fact, we actually live in a world full of fiction at the moment. It's fiction that is just, it's way out there. It's called civilization of today. It's gone fucking cuckoo. Absolute cuckoo. I suppose in a sense it was inevitable, really. I mean, I can go back, what, 30 odd years. I mean, what would it be? 20 odd, 30 odd, whatever. Let me think. What would it be? It would be, what year? I'm trying to wind it back. I was down the bottom of the factory, talking to Chris. He was one of the quality engineers. Well, I got made redundant in 2003, so it was well before that. I'm not sure, whether it was actually coming up to 2000 or whether the conversation was sort of like, was it after 2001? I think it was before, I don't think, because I'm almost positive, or it could have been that day. I mean, that's a possibility. But anyway, he said, right, and it's always stuck with me, right, he says, you might not notice it at the moment. He obviously didn't, but bit by bit your civil liberties will be stripped to the point where, oh fuck, we are not allowed to do anything, right? And oh boy, was he right. I mean, we're on that verge of, if shit don't get sorted out soon. 1984, anybody? Equilibrium? Oh yes. Honestly, I mean, you've just got to look at the way society is today. It's gone fucking nuts. It's fucking bonkers. You can't say anything from the fear of somebody going, or because we got too many snowflakes in this country. As a matter of fact, we've got too many fucking snowflakes in the world, full stop. You have to be so careful about what you say, because you're in fear of upsetting somebody. Well, you can't really control, this is the thing that annoys me, you can't control the way people feel, right? As me as an individual, I cannot control anybody else's feelings. If what I say upsets them, but that's not my fault. Right? That's not my fault, because I've not intentionally picked on that single individual going, no, you are a frumpy. No, man, I haven't done that, no. Right? Just speaking in general, and somebody turns around and goes, I don't like what he said, that's hurt my feelings. I don't like that, you shouldn't say things like that. Well, I think, fuck you is what I think, you know what I mean? It's like, how can I sort of go through life worrying about other people's feelings if it's just a general thing, right? Individual feelings, and yes, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings on purpose, you know what I mean? You don't want to attack somebody. That's a given. That's obvious. That's just fucking being human, right? But when you're talking in general terms, and then you have that one fucking snowflake turn around and say, I don't like what he said, he's picking it, he's hurt my feet. How's that possible? It's a generalisation to whatever's going on in whatever particular situation. And yet that one individual just didn't like it. So then throws up all these things about whatever on social media of all standing. And then you have the other ones going, oh, yeah, I'm right, yeah, I am. Oh, you can't, no, he shouldn't be. And then it snowballs and it keeps going. And then all of a sudden, people are not allowed to say certain terms, say certain words, because of fear of either being called that ugly word racist for absolutely no reason whatsoever, bigoted for no reason whatsoever. You can't I mean, isn't it about time that the society of today woke up and realised that you cannot, if you don't like what's being said, then walk away, turn off, put fucking plugs in your ears if you want to, who cares? But you can't turn around and say, I don't like it, it's offending me, just because it's a generalisation. You can't do it. Nobody can control separate feelings of anybody else. You just can't do it. It doesn't make any sense. But this is what we are faced with today. And I watch all this stuff, when I'm going through either YouTube or I'm flicking through Facebook or on Twitter, somebody dogging something, I'm like, fuck me, Christ, why? Why is it that today, right, even more so, it's getting worse and worse as the days go on, that the court of public opinion has more sway than actual facts? I mean, that really is a scary situation to be in. Honestly, it's fucking scary. I just don't get it. Just because a bunch of people say, oh, we don't like that, no, you can't do that. Then they get blasted on this and blasted. I'm like, fuck, you just cannot do it, can you? And obviously the famous people out there, they have to cow down to it because they don't want to be called this and lose their image, like, because the image is their money, like, that's their income and stuff like that. They're not allowed to. Oh no, we can't. We've got to play down to these fucking snowflake individuals, else we'll end up losing a lot of fucking fan base. Yeah. I really do. I really do struggle with the way that people perceive things these days. Because when you think of it, with that particular state where perceive, when the perception of stuff, we can't all have the same point of view. We can't all have the same perception, right? So we can't do it. It doesn't matter. So we have to try and mull our way through things and use our brain a bit. Not that a lot of people do use their brain, and realise that. Obviously, I'm hoping this is like fucking hoping that people realise that we cannot carry on in the way that we are. Someone's got to turn and say, look, fuckwit, if you don't like it, fuck off. Get out the room. Go live somewhere else. Who gives a flying fuck? You know what I mean? But then you'll have, oh, you hurt my feelings. But I didn't do it on purpose. You chose to be fucking hurt. Right? You've made that conscious choice not to like what's being said, right? Even though it's a generalisation of something. Have I attacked you, individually? No. But you've chose to be hurt that way. So that's on you, that is. That's on nobody else. And that's getting fucking more and more so, that is. It's just unreal. There's my little taggy thing. I think it might work. I hope. Let's see. Way! It worked. Nice. Sometimes it don't. It just sort of sits there going, no, I'm not letting you in today. Oh, but yeah, I mean, maybe there's people that'll probably disagree with what I'm saying. And again, that's fine. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody perceives things differently. But if there's shit out there that I don't like, well, I don't go blaming somebody for it. I'll just ignore it and take no notice and get on with my fucking life. I've got better things to do than worry about what that person out there is doing. I don't give a fuck. I just wish that more and more would be the same, to be honest with you. I really do. It's so frustrating. We can also worry about this fucking Brexit bullshit, right? I've never known such a farce in my life. And there's a lot of these Remainers saying, well, when the public, when they voted to leave or stay, and now all this is happening, and well, these people who wanted to vote leave, they're now thinking that
we might as well stay. I'm like, fuck off, do I? when I voted to leave, right, all the shit that the Remainers say, this is what you should do, this is what, and I'm like, and they're still at it now, aren't they? It's like, no, that's not the reason why I voted to leave. I voted to leave because I'm fucking sick of that bullshit. We are the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and that's how I would like it to stay. I don't want laws and rules fucking made by them fucking idiots over there. Because they couldn't run a bath, they don't matter a fucking country, or a state, or a European state, whatever. They're fucking wank. Absolute fucking wank. Toxic, poisoned bunch of fucking morons they are. And as you can see the way the negotiations are going, if you've been watching it, I have a couple of noses here and there, like, you know, just to see what's going on. And there is one clear pattern that's coming out at the minute, is that the Prime Minister or fucking President of the European bollocks, whatever the fuck you call it, I'm not really interested, the top bloke and a few others around, they are so adamant that they don't want Britain to leave, right? Surely that tells you something, right? They are fucking scared shitless that we are, and the fact that what Theresa May is doing, it's bonkers, right? It is absolutely bonkers. All she should do, right, is just say, right, fuck you, we're done, ta-da, and walk out the room. They'll soon start fucking worrying about tariffs and shit like that. Let them fucking get on with it. That's what I say. Let them get on with it. If they want to put tariffs on, do so, right? Let's get out of the fucking place first, then sort all that shit later on. But the way it is at the minute, I mean, it's just gone fucking cuckoo. Oh, man. Absolute. I just don't understand it. I really don't get the logic. I voted to come out. Out full stop. None of this agreement shit. None of that fucking, whatever you call it, trade bollocks. Free market, that's what it was supposed to be. Get the fuck out. You lot deal with what you want to deal with, and we'll deal with what we deal with. If you want to trade and do all sorts, then fine, we'll trade and do all sorts. But we are no longer going to be fucking spooning out truckloads of money for you lot. Fuck off. That's what I was saying about, you know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with businesses that I'd wanted to leave. It's got nothing to do with employment from foreign countries, because I know that even when we leave, people who want to come and work over here will still be able to work over here. That we're not going to turn around and say, well, we're now no longer part of the EU, fuck off, we don't want you. Of course we're not. That's stupid talk. Oh, man. How ridiculous are these Remainers? Like, they're fucking so stupid. It's untrue. We want to stay. Fuck off, do we want to stay? A lot of bollocks. And then they keep going about this, they want a second referendum. I'm like, it ain't best to fucking 2 out of 3, you know, you stupid bunch of fuckers. We voted. You cunts lost. Deal with it. Let's get the fuck out of the place before it's far too late. Because I know full well, might not be in my lifetime, but if it carries on in the way it is, the Europeans, we will no longer be UK. It will no longer be United Kingdom. It will be a European state. Pound out the window. Fucking euros. Come on in. That's what it'll be. No thank you. You can shove that shit right where the sun don't shine. Not interested. Absolutely not interested. Don't want it. Simple as that. I know I'm just an average bloke. I'm a truck driver. That's why I just drive lorries all day. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm nobody special. But I know, fucking from the tips of my toes, the top of my head, that leaving the EU is the best thing that we would ever do. It doesn't matter how difficult or the hardships that will fucking come from it to start with. I know full well that at the end of it we will be perfectly fine and we will come out strong, right on top once again. I know it. I fucking know it in my bones. It's just one of those things I can't explain why. I mean, when the referendum was handed to us, that was the first time that I actually got off my arse and voted, because it was something that I had to do. I had to get off my arse and vote to get out this fuckhole. And I'm so happy that it turned out. I mean, I was dancing around the street, I really was. I mean, I really wish we could get it fucking sorted out quicker than what we have. But knowing all the crap that went on through the years and how manipulative the EU have been through the years, creeping in rules, creeping in laws, regulations, right? Creating positions, not voting positions, into power that you cannot challenge in any way, shape or form. That to me is not democracy, right? If they create a rule, law or what have you, and we don't like it, tough fucking shit, mate. You can't vote against it. They've made it, they want it, that's it, you're done. You have to abide by it. That's not the way that we want to live. That's not the way I want to live. If there's rules, laws and fucking conditions need to be made, they should be made in this country and this country alone. Fuck them. And to be quite honest with you, the rest of the countries that have been fucking forced into that bullshit, they ought to stand up and say, right, that's it, car's it, done, we fold, fuck you, and fucking walk away. Because they have got no legal bound to stay in the EU, right? It's just a party in a sense, isn't it, if you think about it? It's a club. It's a fucking vile club, but it is a club nonetheless. If they don't want to be a member no more, just don't pay. Walk away. Why have they got to stay in the fucking shithole? There's no need for it. I mean, if they all stood up and said, look, we want to be individual again, this EU shit ain't working, ta-da, and they all got up and walked away, then what's the EU got then? Nothing. They'll end up having to go and find themselves an actual job. And I tell you what, mate, I'd love them to go and work at a place like Lidl or something, or Aldi. Yeah. On the fruit and veg side, so wang shit at them. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it amazes me when all this shit comes about saying, you know, well, you know, if we do, because of the fact we can't figure out how to leave here. Do you mean you can't figure it out? I mean, I'd rather leave with no deal, full stop. Tell them bollocks, as far as I'm concerned. What's wrong with that? I don't care. If they want something from us, they'll ask. If we want something from them, we'll ask again, you know what I mean? If they charge something stupid or make it awkward, then we'll just make it awkward back. I mean, you know, it's wherever they play, we can play just as fucking hard, you know what I mean? And I don't understand why they won't. Honestly, I just don't get it. It's baffling. And the fact that they keep putting this price tag over it as well, £50 billion, I'm like, so where the fuck did they get that figure from, for start off? It was free to join back in the 70s, so why have we got to pay? When we triggered Article 50, which was actually pointed out not so long ago, there's nothing that states we have to pay anything or do anything at all. Triggering the Article 50 means we just, ta-da, see you later, have a nice day. And that's the end of it. You know what I mean? It's like, but why aren't we doing that? I have no idea. We have no obligation to pay fuck all. None whatsoever. The Remainers will keep pouncing on that fucking little tidbit in the hopes that it frightens the people that are, but even so, right, even so, if we do end up having to pay this whatever kind of fee, right, we've been paying the fee for years anyway, and nobody's really paid attention to it. It's only because it's been brought out to light now through the last couple of years of this fucking total bollocks up that we've got with the Brexit crap, that it's all come to light, that the amount of money that's been spent. But through the years, since 1973, as it's progressed, we've probably spent a fucking absolute truckload of money. You know what I mean? Trillions, probably. That wouldn't surprise me. If not fucking somewhere near there. On this rubbish. Because nobody ever thinks about from when it started to now. They're only thinking from fucking 2016 to now. And this money that's being shipped over there every year. Right? Every day, every week, whatever. But it's been going on for decades. Nobody seemed to worry about it then. The only people that was hoping that it never came to light was the politicians, mate. Because they're the ones that are getting fucking sponged on it, like, you know. Never mind everybody else. But as for me personally, because obviously everybody has their own opinion, I just wish they'd get on with it. Get out, get done, and then we can deal with whatever happens afterwards. Let's just get out first. None of this negotiation rubbish. Let's just leave, walk away. Ta-da! It'd be like that, you know, when you get that drunk mate that's, you know, he's sort of like itching for a scrap, and you got your sensible friends around him, like, you just go, come on now, come on, let's go and grab a taxi, come on, anyway. That's what I feel like doing with her, you know, walking in, like when Theresa May's doing all a thing about deals and what have you. I'd go, come on, love, enough now, let's just go. Taxi's waiting, come on. If they want something, they'll ask for it, but stuff them. We've had enough now, let's go. I mean, you just feel like that sometimes, like, you know. But it will, I am 100% truly convinced, even if it does turn out to be a no-deal exit, that is the fucking best thing that can happen. I'd rather have a no-deal. Fuck 'em. No deal, ta-da, go away. You live your lives and we'll live ours. If you want anything, just ask. Simple as. Oh dear. Oh well, such is. What else can we talk about? Another thing what I've been watching. Oh well, I went and seen that Mile 22. I went and seen that last week, I think it was. I was feeling a bit crappy. I'd come from the doctors after having my blood drawn, and so I went down the road and went and watched the film. I went and watched that Mile 22. It was all right. I mean, the end of it tells me that there's got to be a fucking part 2 to it. There has to be. Well, it's a bit of a weird ending, if not, but it was all right. Like, I mean, it wasn't bad. You'd have to go and see it for yourself to make your own opinion. You know what I mean? I won't turn and say, "Oh, it's a bag of shit, don't go," because that's just not fair. I can't tell you how you're going to perceive the film. You might think it's the best thing since sliced bread. But it was alright. I mean, it was watchable. It wasn't bad. The only bit that I found a bit off-putting was the fight scenes, because they was far too choppy. But you can blame John Wick for that, can't you, really? Because them films are just fucking awesome when it comes to the action. And the fight scenes are just brilliant. But, yeah, it was far too close, cut too quickly. And I was trying to keep track of who was fighting who and who was good and who was bad. Like, you know, I lost track on it. It was just too much flicking around all over the place. It was well and tilly shoppy for me. But I mean, I have seen fight scenes where they have been cut, but not that badly. That was naff. But the film itself was all right. It was cool. I liked it. Well, now the next one I'm waiting for, which seems to have disappeared, and I don't know why, is Peppermint with Jennifer Garner. I'm still waiting for that one to come back. Apparently there was a premiere in London on the 21st of this month, right? Great. Well, why is it that it said that it was released? UK release was on the 20th of this month, right? Then all of a sudden it disappears, and the next breath it's saying it's a premiere in London on the 21st, but nowhere else. Weird. I'm just going to have to keep my eye out for it, I think. Same happened with that. I mean, I haven't even got round to seeing it yet, and it's too fucking late now. It was Ladybird with Saoirse Ronan. When that had a date, I think it was supposed to be out on the 16th of April, so it was a while ago. And it never turned up. It was nowhere to be found. And by the time it did finally go out, I'd lost fucking interest. You know, I got fed up with it, thinking about it. So I just couldn't be arsed. Never mind, not to worry. It'll pop up one day, I suppose. But this Peppermint thing, I hope this doesn't sort of like end up being shown months after it's been around the fucking world, you know, because that's the tends to happen sometimes with us lot. It gets shown everywhere apart from the UK. I don't get that. And then about a month later, then the UK get it. Never mind. Never mind, not to worry. Oh look, Junction 30. Only 5 more to go. Yeah. 5 more to go. My sat-nav wants me to get off at Junction 32. That's because of the fact that I've got it set to get a Merthyr. 32 is the 470. Well, I don't want to go that way. I just put that on just so I could get out of that place, making sure I was going the right way. Oh dear. My sister apparently was going to go and see Ant-Man and Wasp. I must remember to phone her and ask her what that was like. Whether they actually went and seen it, I don't know, but that's what she said. So you never know. It's possible. I have thought about it. I was like, shall I? Well, I just wasn't that bothered. He didn't want me to get out my ass and, you know, get in my car and drive. Whereas the like of Mile 22, that did. I'm like, oh, am I going to see that? Peppermint, yeah. Oh, am I going to see that? I think it's probably because for me, I mean, we've seen all the fucking, these superhero films. I am getting a little bit fed up with them now, to be fair. Apart from the Avengers Ragnarok, is that what it was? I think that was what it's called. I have no idea what this person is doing, but hey ho. It's a fucking motorway you've just got onto, you stupid fuckwit. And you're doing 45 miles an hour. What a complete wanker. Anyway. So, yeah, you got the likes of the Avengers Ragnarok. We're waiting for part 2 anyway, right? Now, I think the reason why I like that kind of thing is because of it's got them all in there, and all the DC, is it the DC? The DC realm? Take Marvel, is it? No, that's Spider-Man, whatever. It's DC, yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah. And it went together extremely well, right? I was amazed on how well it all synced together, and I was like, this is awesome. And it was brilliantly put together, right? I could not find any flaw with that film. Maybe you might have a different opinion, but I thought that it was fucking awesome. And obviously we wait, once the credits are gone, you have to wait to the very end because they do that little spoiler, which was like, what? But part 2, when that comes out, it's gonna be fucking epic. We hope, right? Because don't forget, right, that was someone else. So you've got to then either be on the same level, or you've got to send it up another notch. And yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they have prequels, sequels, and all that sort of shit that do work well, and they end up being great. Well, there's quite a few out there these days that do end up being okay. The first film, brilliant. Second one, awesome. Third one, fuck me, this is great, this is. But then you have the other ones where the first one's great, second one's like meh, and the third one's like, what do you think? Why do you bother? You just wasted all that fucking money. Stop it. You know what I mean? And then you have the films that have been sort of reinvented into a prequel, and there's only one that I can really say, right, that I just thought was fucking awesome, right, for a prequel, and it'll always be in my book. And even though, I mean, some people thought it wasn't that good, and I'm like, how can you not say that film was bad? Oh, I'll tell you what, you got if you've ever seen the original The Thing, right, the original with Kurt Russell, it was an absolute fucking revolutionary kind of horror genre, spacey kind of sci-fi horror, and it just literally blew it apart with the effects and all that sort of stuff. It was brilliant, because a lot of that shit was all animatronic stuff, like, you know what I mean? It was just phenomenal, brilliant stuff. 1980s, you know, I think it was 1984 or 5, I think that came out, something like that, maybe. It's around about that point. Might have been a little bit earlier, I'm not sure now, but the point is, I mean, what they achieved on that film and what they did is just incredible. And then when they were saying they was bringing out a prequel to it, which was because the first one with Kurt Russell, that was the American science camp, if you like, and the prequel was, I think, was the Swedish side of it, their science camp, I think. Was it Swedish? I think it was. Anyway, so then it starts from the very beginning as to how they found the thing, like, you know, and what they did, and it's like, this is brilliant, this is. Because they had I think that came out in 2011, because they obviously had now CGI and special effects were, you know, definitely in the super duper realm. When it comes to doing all the monsters and stuff, and the way the thing did its thing, well, and the attention to detail, right, of, because obviously when the thing revealed itself in the original one, and the way things, you know, ended up, and then you've got the prequel, which is the start of it all in a sense, and it all interlinked. It was just, it fits so well, and the burn pit with that funny creature that was like a morphed two people, and it was like, and it was perfect. Oh man, and I've always liked that film. I always have. Really think it's one of the best sci-fi horror films out there. next to Event Horizon. You know what I mean? That was another good one. So yeah, as soon as I find out any kind of news about this Peppermint film, I can go off and see it, because I really do want to go and see it. It's like when Amy Adams and The Arrival. I went at fucking, I don't know, I think it was about 9:30 showing I went to. I was adamant I got to go and see that one, because the story that I read about it was like the excerpts you get, like, you know, it just came across really, really intriguing, and it was a great film, absolutely brilliant. I think they even released another version of it with so many minutes added to it. I can't remember how many minutes it was, but it was like 8 minutes or something soft like that they added to it. I don't know, can't remember. I think I wanted to go and see, but I don't know if I did or not. I'm not sure now. Probably not. I don't think I did. I know I've seen the first one though. Brilliant. Cracking film that was. 33. I honestly thought I was catching up with this dude. Yeah. I haven't been to the cinema yet and to go and watch a film and actually walked out of it because it's just been like, what the fuck? I've not done that yet. I don't really want to. I don't want to, because I'd think to myself, if I was there and I'm sort of like, oh, that looks great, and you go and watch it, and I'm getting sort of like part of the way through it and like, oh, for fuck. You know, I'd think to myself, well, you haven't really, you've either missed something that's made you think the film was good, or your judgment's failed. So, because you know sometimes, I mean, when you see the trailer and you read some of the bit clips about it and what have you, you tend to get an idea of what the film's going to be like. I'll give you for an example one film that I knew I wasn't going to go and watch, right? And that was The Commuter with Liam Neeson. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Liam Neeson. He's great. He really is. But when I seen the trailer of it, and I also read some of the excerpts about it, it just seemed like another version of the one where he's on the plane. It just seemed like another version of that. And I'm scratching my head thinking, well, what's the point? So I never bothered. Never bothered at all. It'll be on Netflix soon enough, I suppose. You know, I mean, everything normally does end up on Netflix, don't it? Oh dear. But you know, at the end of the day, when I read a few of the reviews about it as well, and again, a lot of the reviews had the same opinion, that it come across as being the same as that plane thing that he was on. So yeah, well, never mind. Not to worry. Plane was good though. Still won't be as good as Taken. Now, Taken, yes, without a doubt, is the bollocks. The first one, that is. Second one, it was alright, but the third one, I'm thinking, what's the point? Yeah. But the first one, though, yeah, the first one definitely was. That was just, you know, proper awesome. Holy crap. Yeah, you've probably obviously noticed that we've got one of our drivers in front, but the vehicle he's driving, wow. That one there, CN08AAE, right, that has probably got somewhere near around about 1.7 million kilometres on it. Fuck, it's an old dinosaur, that thing is. I'm surprised it's still on the road. I bet it's fucking wrecked inside. Oh dear. I'd love to have a look at that, see what it looks like inside. See if the driver's seat has been replaced. Or bodged. Yeah, fuck that. Can't believe that's still on the fucking road. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Yeah. I can't think what else I want to go and see on the old pictures at the minute. I can't think. Oh well, never mind. I'll have to ask my sister about the Ant-Man and Wasp if it's any good. I might go and see it on the weekend if it's still available. I was also contemplating I'm going to go and see that The Spy Who Dumped Me as well. I want to go and see that, I do. But the showings they've got, they're only late night showings now, which is a shame. Never mind. Shit happens, I suppose. So I'll have to see. Or there's that one called Crazy Rich Asians. I mean, that looks fun. I wouldn't mind seeing that as well. That was on last week, but I was watching that Mile 22. So, you never know. You'll never know. I might just do it. Say, stuff it. Let's go and see it. But if Peppermint's on next week, that's, you know what I mean? Yeah, that'll be the first thing. I just got to keep my eye out, because when I looked on the weekend, it just says to be confirmed, or whatever they call it. So, don't know now. Just don't know. On there. That's not bad. That ain't bad at all. I thought it'd take a little longer than that. But we are driving a fucking super fast machine. All I gotta do is grab out another trailer and off we go. Because with a bit of luck, I should have enough time, fingers crossed, to actually get back in one go. Do you know what? That is entirely possible. That is. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome if that's the case? Oh man, that'd be well cool. Yeah. Looks like I might have an early day. See if I play it right, alright, and I managed to get swapped around pretty quickly and not lose too much drive time just by stop, start and manoeuvring in the fucking yard. Yeah, I know, it's a fucking nuisance. That's what ends up giving you an infringement most of the time, because you're trying to do something and you're on the last teeters of your 4.5, and every time you stop it just zips that fucking minute away. You start again, zips that next minute. Oh, fucking hell. That's why I prefer the new ones, the new tacos, the updated versions, because unless you get to a certain point, which this is another thing that I don't get, it is helpful, the new way, don't get me wrong, But why have you got to have it so that it's either... oh, fuck. What's all that about? I didn't see anything else. Did you see anything outside? I didn't see anything outside. Oh. Well, we're not going to get back all in one go, are we? Fuck it. Oh well, never mind. Not to worry. We'll just have to fucking maul our way through that shit, won't we? Well, I will. You lot won't have to worry about it, because we'll be finishing a bit. Oh, that's so depressing. That is so fucking depressing. Why is that cute? Honestly, I didn't see fuck all down there. I never noticed. Then again, I was in the wilderness. So, I don't know. Too busy flapping me gums. Unless there's something that happened behind me that I didn't see because I'm already past it and now it's just building up. That's bad, that is, isn't it? Fuck. That is well crap. I wonder if there's an alternative way around this shit. Boo. Fucking boo. That's not fucking good, is it? Look at that. That's a proper wank. Well, fuck me. How fucking far is it going? That's just bizarre. Oh well, never mind. Let's just put a fucking dampener on the day, ain't it? M4 shafted. I wonder if there's like an alternative way we can get around it, like and bypass the crap. Might take a little bit longer to get around, but nonetheless, get round. I got a recollection of a jaunt that I did, and it was sort of up northish area, and I was coming down this way and I came the country lanes way and it ended up on the bridge on the M4 right over by Port Talbot way and that neck of the woods, somewhere down there anyway. I was trying to think where it was, and that was like going up through fucking, where did I come from? Sort of like, I've got a feeling I was heading towards the likes of Leominster, even though it's spelt Leominster. But anyway, we ain't going to start fucking going down that rabbit hole. And I was on my way down to this area, and my sat nav brought me all around the wilderness, like, and it was an absolute fucking wonderful drive. It was when I was going down this particular country lane, and it was up in the hills, and there was a big wide expanse, and there was sheep in front of me, and I was absolutely pissing myself watching these sheep fucking bobble along on the road, like trying to get out of my way. It was just hilarious. Honestly, fucking hilarious. I wonder if I can do it again, because that looks fucked, that doesn't it? Not good. Roadworks? That's not good either. Alright, stick it in this lane, because that one's closing. Oh? I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Because the only other alternative is to sit in that load of dog shit. Trying to think. I'm not sure whether there's a possibility of getting around and up through the coastline. Don't know. I know I'm just spitballing here at the end of the day. I'm not really. I have no idea. I will have to investigate if it's actually worthwhile or not. Because it might not be worth it. You know what I mean? It might be just as well to go and sit in the crap. But no, why? I don't care if it takes longer. I just want to drive. Driving is better than fucking you. I mean, that just does your fucking head in. It's like this shit now. Proper crap. Bio lime, eh? Oh dear. I ain't gonna say it. I can't say it because that just sounds really creepy. You won't say it anyway now because it's just morbid. For those of you who've got a brain in your head, bio lime. Think about it. Oh dear. When I was watching on YouTube, that was fucking crime. It's called Crime Watch Daily, but they've changed their title to their channel, and they call it True Crime Daily. And I don't know why, because even when the video's on in the little corner, it still says Crime Watch Daily. I don't know why they've changed that. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm sure it was Crime Watch Daily when I actually subscribed to it. It was showing the obviously it's always doom and gloom, mate. It's never anything fucking good of individuals losing their lives and what have you. Little snippets, and you either have a part 1, 2, 3 or 4 or something like that. They're only on for like between 5 and 7 minutes per, right? But sometimes, right, this is all American stuff, by the way. There ain't no English ones on there of this crime watch thingy. There was one that sort of like, you're looking at it and you're thinking to yourself, why is it in certain districts of the United States, you know, what would you call it? In certain states, whatever, right? They seem to do things so vastly different between other states, right? And this one particular crime, which was a loss of life as usual, of a young lady as usual by a, you know, as they say, the investigators say, look, there's no proof at all that this individual was murdered. She committed suicide. And through all the amount, I know this is a bit of a morbid subject to talk about, I apologise, but hey, it's a fascination of mine. Through all the crime stories I've actually watched through the years, and I wish I could get the originals, which is HBO, that's right, HBO autopsy, right, with the fucking rock star medical examiner who was a forensic pathologist, right, Dr. Michael Barden. That guy, fuck me, he's a genius, an absolute fucking genius, right. Anyway, I've seen all those things, right, and I've gone through as many of all those stories, and seen all the, some of them. Sometimes these shows do show real photographs of the crime scene. Some of them don't, but anyway, just to give you an idea. This young lady, right, apparently, right, committed suicide. Okay. She hung herself. Right. Straight away, right, not to say that it doesn't happen, but normally, right, you got the higher percentage of females who commit suicide. They normally do it with pills, right? They tend to go to sleep and don't wake up. Like I say though, there are the exceptions that hang themselves. I mean, it's a sad thing to say, really, but when they showed the pictures of the state of the body, right, I'm thinking to myself, who ruled this as a fucking suicide? And like I say, I'm not a forensic personage. I mean, and there's no way I know any of that kind of crap, right? And I'm looking, I'm thinking, well, why is it that this particular story with the same kind of evidence was classed as a murder, and yet now this is classed as a suicide? See what I mean? What sort of like the pointing out point, the part that doesn't make sense in this particular case that was on there, that they say this is suicide, she killed herself. Okay, why was her fingers under the fucking the cable, right? Why was her fingers here? Okay, trying to get the fucking thing off because somebody had wrapped it around her fucking neck. The lines around the poor girl's neck were horizontal all the way around. There was none of the vertical pull-ups from whichever direction. There's always going to be a vertical pull-up, a scraping. Even if it's tight, there'll be a scrape up. Nothing. And it really does frustrate me when I see those kind of. Because I'm like, and don't get me wrong, these are like really old cases from a few years ago. They're not like last week. These are like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago now. But you look at them, you just, because I know I do, and I contemplate and I try and look, weigh the evidence that they present to you, like, and I'll make my own conclusions, and whether I agree or not is another thing, And there are a few out there that I've watched. I'm like, how the hell have they come to this conclusion? I mean, am I seeing something completely different to what they're seeing, even though they're showing the same shit? I don't know. It is a bit of a baffler. But as far as I'm concerned, that poor individual, she did not end her own life. No way. No fucking way. 2103 is what I'm after. 2103. Where is 2103? I don't know. Can't be far away. You'd say 2103, don't I? I'll write it down.
Yeah, 2103. Is the one I'm just driving past now? If it is, fuck it. No, it ain't. I can't see. Ah, there it is, and I can put this right next to it as well. Oh, in a dry spot. Let's go into a dry spot. Oh, thank fuck for that. I don't really want to wind my window down because of all the fucking dust. So I'm just going to have to do my best with this. No, that'll do. No, that'll fucking do nicely. Let's just have a quick look. That'll do. And that's it. That's all she wrote. I'm done. That's it. I can't do anything else. So I might as well get out, hadn't I? I hope I haven't depressed you too much. And it's been an interesting little chat. And, you know, as always, don't forget to leave your little comments because I do read them. I always put a little thumbs up when I've read them. And if they make me laugh, I even put give you a little bit of love as well. So, you know, don't forget to put your comments down. And other than that, I will see you a lot later. Have yourself a good day. So, as always, don't forget, be good, drive safe. Go on then. Off you pop. Pop, poppity poppins. Whee! Where's me fucking top gone? I can't find me top.